Hello everybody and welcome to today's video, and in today's video I'll be doing my current 2022 Senate prediction or something similar. Some of these states, there's one state that's sort of a toss-up that I'm gonna give, but I'm gonna try to do this pretty quickly. Also, by the time this comes up, I think it already is Thursday. So yeah, anyways, for the Democrats' likely states, Colorado, I don't think Bennett's going to do as well as Hispanic Latino voters. I could see him doing pretty well in Denver, though. For the GOP's likely states, Missouri, which I already have labeled for some reason, Ohio, New Hampshire, Florida, and Alaska. Alaska, there's a lot that could happen with ranked choice. For now, though, I'm going to say that Chewbacca wins it, yes, and that it's not necessarily, or probably a likely margin. With ranked choice, it can get kind of weird. Missouri, I think that Kuntz is gonna do decent enough with rural white voters, but I think that at the end of the day, it's not gonna be enough to probably even push it down to single. Or I don't think it'll be single digits. Ohio, I think that Tim Ryan's gonna do pretty well with the white working class, but I think he's gonna really struggle with black voters. Florida, I think that Rubio is too popular. I think he's an incredibly strong candidate as well in Florida. I'm not say too popular, but I think he is definitely an incredibly strong candidate. I haven't looked at his approval rating recently, I don't think. New Hampshire, Sunyan is too popular. He won by so much. It's really hard to see him losing a race, in New Hampshire. I've made a video on this before, but I want to get this out fairly quickly. So for the Democrats' lean states, Nevada and Georgia, whereas the GOP, Democrats get Maryland. Okay, so in Nevada, I think that CCM at the end of the day, I think that it's definitely probably going to be like titanium lean. I think that CCM probably does better in Washoe. County probably does better in Clark County. I could see her doing decent with rural voters as well. Georgia, I think that Warnock is going to do too well with black voters, especially considering I think he's stronger for black voters than like typically strong Democrats for black voters like Harris and Biden. I think that Harris would probably do better in Atlanta, but do worse with rural black voters. I think Biden would do better with rural black voters, but worse in Atlanta. But I think that he has stronger appeal just across the board. And I don't think that like Herschel Walker is gonna do well enough with white rural voters. So I'm gonna give that to Warnock lean. For the GOP's lean states, I'm not gonna give them any. For the Democrats, still say it's Arizona. The GOP gets North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin is a bit of a toss-up, but I'm gonna give it to the GOP. So in Arizona, I think that Brnovich is kind of a bit of an underrated candidate. I think he's gonna do pretty well in the traditionally conservative suburbs, which will obviously help him. North Carolina, I think that Ted Budd likely, especially in a red wave, does better with the white working class, does better with white rural voters. I think that Cherry Beasley does well enough with black voters. And even though she might struggle more with the white working class than she typically would, I don't know that it's gonna have that much of an impact. Even though, I guess it's probably gonna be a red wave, and with an unpopular incumbent, I would think that generally speaking, the white working class would shift to the right. With an unpopular Democratic incumbent, I don't think it's gonna affect North Carolina too much, though. Pennsylvania, I think that Fetterman and Lamb are both pretty weak. I think that Fetterman's too weak with black voters. I think that Lamb is like a toned down sort of Joe Biden. They're both pretty weak candidates. I don't see either of them doing well enough necessarily to win. Wisconsin, it's very close. I am going to give it to the GOP, though. I think that Mandela Barnes struggles enough in the suburbs, especially. I think that, generally speaking, I would say that Mandela Barnes is not a great suburban candidate, but especially if Biden's unpopular, I don't think Mandela Barnes is going to do well enough in the suburbs. With the working class, I think Mandela is going to struggle enough as well. I don't think that Ron Johnson is necessarily an amazing candidate, but I think that if Biden's unpopular, it's probably going to hurt Mandela. And then with what was it? I think that Mandela's gonna do well enough with black voters, but that's gonna be like I think that Mandela. I think there are different demographics that Mandela would do well with, but I think that in a red wave, it would be very very problematic for him. So yeah, I think that might be mostly it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please comment your suggestions down below, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.